Hey budget friends, it's Steph with Stefsonabudget. Welcome and welcome back for another video. I hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas, a great holiday, and oh my gosh, the new year is a week away. I am really excited. I'm getting excited for just going into the new year, kind of a reset, refresh, right? So let me know if you guys are too. But today we're going to jump into our I'm a little bit behind on videos, of course, because of the holiday and stuff. So we're going to do our month ahead and emergency fund savings from our last pay period because I need to get budgeting for this pay period. Before we jump in, I wanted to share a couple of new challenges that are up in the Etsy shop. I've got a new set of minis and it's got 2 minis and 2 tinies. So I thought, well, I'll change it up a little bit. I absolutely am obsessed with the red on these cute little girls. And then of course, you guys will set the amount for your icons. Ignore my save 30 up here. That's a boo-boo on my copy, but your copy in the Etsy shop would just be you pick the amount for the icon. And then you've got a couple of tiny challenges. So those are the new minis and I'm working on some other things. I just haven't gotten those ones finished yet. It's been so chaotic, you guys, between all the things. So I'm just giving myself grace and getting the things done that I can without trying to overwhelm myself too much. And then we have 2 new scratch offs. I just love this girl so much. I had to use her on a scratcher. And this one's going to be a mystery save and it's got a little red heart icon under there that you're going to find kind of similar to her little heart glasses. I love them so much. And then our second one is going to be a save 55, kind of a similar vibe. We got, I can relate to her so much other than, the coffee, but like the messy bun, the comfy clothes. She's got like her cute little heart bookshelves. I just am obsessed with these 2. I can't wait to use them myself. So those are the new challenges up in the shop. And we're going to go ahead and jump on into our month ahead savings. So let's bring this guy over. I was hoping to kind of change this month ahead up in 2026. So I still haven't quite figured that all out in my head, you guys. So for now, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. But eventually the plan is to change it up just because I'm down to my last 2 fixed expenses categories. So I think, I don't know. It's just all the money is kind of going into one envelope at this point, which is awesome. So if you're new to my channel, I've been working on getting a month ahead on my fixed expenses only, so like my bills, and I used the snowball method. I budget $33 per paycheck all of 2025 and essentially put $3 in each envelope, and then once the first envelope was fully funded, I took its $3 and rolled it to the next one. So then this one would get $6 and then each envelope would get its normal 3 and so on and so on. So we fully funded internet, although we did get a new internet provider, you guys, and my internet has gone up a bit. So I do need to make a change there. We've got our subscriptions, our home water bill, home gas, home electric, minimum debt payments, our cell phones, our Subaru payment, so my car payment, and then recently we just fully funded our car insurance, which I'm super excited about because that is going to go down next month. Oh, I can't wait. And so I'm down to my last 2. I have our minimum truck and our minimum mortgage, and these 2 are pretty hefty amounts. So, it's just kind of, these ones are going to take me a good while. All right, let's flip up to the front really quick. I had a mini challenge that I finished last week that we're going to stuff into this as well. So I have my $33, friends. $3 needs to go into my mortgage. So with the snowball, all of these completed envelopes and their $3 plus the $3 that normally went into this envelope adds up to $30 now, you guys. That's awesome. So this one is going to get $30 at a time using that snowball method. And that's why you do them smallest to largest, is because by the time you get to the largest, you have a bigger chunk of money when that snowball starts growing. So we're going to pop in $30 here. Okay. The other thing I did is each time I hit $100, In these envelopes, I went ahead and put in prep money and deposited this into my high yield bucket. So I have a bucket for my month ahead. A common question I get is if I take this money and then like use it to pay next month's bills and then like replace it with the current paycheck. Some people do that. I do not. I just budget my monthly expenses. I budget my paycheck, right, to cover my monthly expenses. Essentially, I'm using my month ahead as a savings cushion. And so it's there if for some reason we're not able to cover our expenses, whether someone's out of work or something like that. Knock on wood, that never happens, but that's kind of how I am treating my month ahead, as basically a fail safe in an emergency, right? I'm not using this money and paying January's bills and then taking January's paycheck and like restuffing it, if that makes sense. So a lot of people do that. You just kind of have to figure out what works for you. But for me, the idea is to have this kind of savings there in case we ever need it. All right, so it sits in a high yield. So each time we hit 100, we put that in there. We added $30 into it this week. Or this paycheck. I finished the mini last week for $30 as well. So this is an additional $30 we're going to go ahead and add into this envelope. So it's going to get like 60 today, you guys. And I do love to use like the minis. You can use little tiny challenges just as an extra way to give these larger savings areas you have a little extra boost, right? So that's essentially what we're doing. All right, let's see what we've got now in our truck envelope. We have 1, 200, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Oh my gosh, we're $10 away, y'all, from the next one. So 290, okay? So I can color in one more icon. Oh, that's not the one. Can tell because it had the cap on it like it was new. Let me color this one in real quick. Okay, yay, you guys, it took me forever just to be able to color in the one. So I think we've colored in one each time the last time, and we're only $10 away from the next time. We're gonna put $30 in, so we know we're gonna get to hit another one next time. So gosh, you guys, the snowball just really grows, and it truly works. So it's super exciting when you get those larger amounts. Okay, just one more envelope, and that is our mortgage, and it's gonna just get its $3 that it normally gets. And so for our mortgage, we have 1, 200, 201, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 206. Okay. Another thing you can do that some other budgeters do, like for example, I see Karen over at the Faithful Dash do hers this way. Instead of taking like the mini challenge and putting it in her current, she puts it in her largest, which is also her mortgage. So that way it grows your mortgage a little bit. I also got a great tip from Mrs. P over at Budget with Mrs. P. She recommended, so my mortgage it's pretty high, it's over $2,000. And when I budget for my mortgage, like in my paycheck, I do take like half each paycheck to kind of split that larger amount up. And so she was like, you should just set your goal amount for like your half. And then that way you feel like you're getting that win, and then reset it for the second half and work on the second half, which I thought was a fabulous idea. So I will probably be doing something like that here in 2026 and resetting that tracker just so it feels like I am making some momentum. So it's okay, you guys, to take those larger savings goals that can sometimes feel really daunting or overwhelming and chunk them up into smaller goals so that you keep motivated and you're seeing progress. You feel like you're making progress. I mean, even if you kept it at the larger amount, you're obviously making progress as long as you're being consistent. But sometimes if you set those smaller goals, you get those quick wins mentally, and it keeps motivation high, it keeps it fun, and you're less likely to kind of give up. So I thought that was a fabulous suggestion. All right, guys, we're gonna do our emergency fund savings. So let me pop that binder out and we'll get going on that one. All right, guys, binder number 2 here. Let's get this one out. Super excited for this one. We are down to our last 3 challenges. So for 2025, I set a goal to add $1,600 to our current emergency fund, and I'm going to do that again next year. I like to continue adding a little bit in there because I did originally start with the $1,000 emergency fund and then start hammering on debt. And I thought that that worked really well. But I like to continue to add to it because realistically that, that's not going to cover much, but it's better than nothing. Absolutely. Right. So, each year I set a goal to add a little bit more. And for 2025, that was 1,600. So I had a certain amount of challenges that added up to that amount. I have 3 of them left, you guys. We are almost done. So, I've moved them up to the top 3 envelopes and I've got a 3-sided die. We're going to randomize these. So we're going to roll the die and we are going to do challenge number 3. So let's flip to number 3, which is going to be this pizza and Coke one from Budget with Carly. Oh my gosh, you guys. So when we do Thanksgiving and Christmas, like dinner, we do lunch. So we're like early eaters. 1, 2, 3. You guys, let me know if you're early or dinner time eaters. We're definitely lunchtime eaters. So by the time dinner came around on Christmas Day, we were all hungry and nobody wanted leftovers. All right, friends, we've got a 5 here on this challenge. So we're going to put $5 in. So the girls and I jumped in the car and we were out trying to find something open. And I was craving pizza so bad, but needless to say, we didn't get pizza. All right, we got challenge number 2, and that is Taco Tuesday. This one's from Ren over at Mischief Managed Budgets. Whoops, I lost let me just grab another one because it rolled far away. I dropped my scratch tool, y'all. Okay, so I only have, I think, 4 cards left on this challenge. These are going to wrap up, 3, you guys, so 2 after this one. These are going to wrap up really quick because I have this money plus the, I get paid today, so I'll have this last paycheck of December. That'll add up to our $1,600. So we'll have 1 more in this binder, but we should get a lot of progress done here. All right, guys, I feel like I'm all over the place. Did I even finish my last thought? Anywho, as we're out looking for food, I was like, oh my God, pizza sounds so amazing right now, but we ended up getting Del Taco. It was the only thing open, you guys. All right, we got a 9, went ahead and put that in there, and now we just have 2 cards left for that challenge. I didn't say, but I budget $64 every paycheck to hit that $1,600 goal. So we started with $64, and actually I have $2 from last time, so we didn't have IOU. So we're going to budget $66. All right, now we got challenge 1. We have officially hit them all. And this one's also from Budget with Carly. We got 1, 2, 3. Let's do this one. And we have a 5 there, friends. So let's put that in. Alrighty. Let's go again. We're getting close. We might finish 1 or 2 depending on how the dice falls here. That is a 2. Okay, I wasn't too sure. All right, we're going to do another taco card, and then that's going to leave us 1. All right, friends, we've got an 8. So there's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's not do that. Get the money too messy. Okay, only 1 left in spot number 2, so potential to finish that one. And we're back to our little soy sauce and sushi. I love these little food pairings. They're so cute. All right, we've got an 8 on this one. So let's do 5, 6, 7, and 8. I got a lot of 1s here. We're going to have to use them, so no sense in really making change. Okay, back to our pizza and soda. All right, friends, just a 2 here, so $2 going into this one. Where to next? All right, yay, we are gonna finish challenge number 2. So let's flip to our Taco Tuesday here, and this is gonna be our last card. Like I said, these are gonna finish up quick for us, you guys. and we've got a 6, and I'm looking at my money and I'm wondering if I budgeted this amount. What am I trying to say? I'm wondering if I budgeted this paycheck that I'm getting today into the 1,600, because I do budget for 26 paychecks a year to hit my goal. And this year we actually hit it early with like interest and stuff. So some of this is going to other savings goals and some is going to emergency fund. I'm just kind of making the decision in the moment. But let's see what Taco Tuesday saved us, you guys. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 115 in this one. That is awesome. I feel so scatterbrained with my thoughts, you guys. This video probably sounds crazy. All right, we're down to 2. So if I roll a 3, it'll just be dealer's choice. How about that? Okay, so we've got a 1, couple more on the sushi challenge. We've got another 8. This one's gonna save us 70. When it gets done, I'm gonna put back 2 and take a 10. All right, where to next? What is that? A 3, perfect. You guys, this is like, this little 3-sided die is cooperating so well. Let's do this one. Okay, we've got a 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, judging by the money now, I do think it'll probably be another paycheck. So we got a 1. Is that a 1? Gosh, you guys, this is just doing so well for us. Okay, we've got a 7. So let's do 5, 6, and 7. That's going to leave us $4, you guys. Let's see what we've got in this one. Let's do that really quick. And then maybe that'll help us decide what to do here with this last little bit. Okay, this one's 70, and we've got 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 66. Ooh, you guys, $4. We've got to just finish this one, right? For 70, let's just do it. Save ourselves the angst of an IOU, and we get the bonus of finishing one. $4. Okay, we put that in. Let's make sure we got 70, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 70. Yay. All right. There's no way somewhere I've gotten, something's gotten weird, because this one has, let's see, let's organize. There are so many ones in this one, you guys. Okay, what have we have? Y'all, I can't even talk. What do we have here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. There's only $8 left here. You guys, I'm gonna pull from my spending envelope and I'm gonna finish this. And oh, I am so excited. That's gonna do it for our emergency fund binder. And I feel like that is perfect. Because then we don't have to take this into the next budget, which technically for me is actually January. So I definitely think I got off maybe somewhere. All right, friends, I had $10 in my miscellaneous cash envelope. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that out and let's go ahead and finish this. I should have $2 that I can put into back into my miscellaneous, because I only think I need 8 here. There's 2, 3 for 5, and there is 3 for 8. Perfect. Okay, so let's take $2 back out to put back into my envelope. And let's make sure we have 50. We've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. This one is complete. You guys, we have an empty binder, which is so exciting because that means we are ready to set up for our 2026 emergency fund goal. Oh my goodness. I love this binder. These two are still definitely one of my most favorites to work on. I don't know what it is. They're just super fun and exciting. But you guys, we finished the last 3. Look at that. What do we have here? 1, let's see, we've got 170, 220, 235, $235 more to wrap up our emergency fund goal savings, which is phenomenal. Really good progress in the month ahead. You guys, I'm just really looking forward. What another great year of savings. I'm super excited because I've been budgeting this way since 2020, and the fact that we're 6 years later and still going just means that this really works for me. And plus it's so much fun. All right, friends, I just want to say thank you for supporting me for a whole nother year on YouTube. I think January 2nd is going to be my 3rd year of YouTube, you guys. So I can't believe that. I'm kind of blown away. So I appreciate you guys being here, all of your support, all of your encouragement. You guys are truly amazing. I've met some really great friends along the way. I appreciate y'all so much. If you like this video, friends, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button to stick around, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.